Oh, yeah, it's This Epic Disaster. Oh, yeah, boys. This is the way I'm going to start from now on.
That was awful.
I know, it was awesome.
Why did you do that?
Because we were just talking about Cypress Hill. Wasn't it Cypress Hill? We were talking about rapping and stuff. I feel like a rapper. I'm an OG today.
No, you're actually not.
I'm an OG.
No, you're not.
Oh, my. OMG. I'm an OMG.
You are an
Hi, everybody.
OMG.
Welcome to This Epic Disaster. When I talk about This Epic Disaster, I'm not talking about the conditions in the world today. I'm not talking about my grand opening. I'm talking about the podcast, This Epic Disaster, which we've been doing for 2 years now.
Yes, we have.
Some people have been with us for 2 years.
Yes, they have.
Is it you? Have you been with us for 2 years? Or are you new? If you're new, hi, thanks. We got a whole lot of stuff you can listen to.
Okay, so I just got back from the store with your wife, and I'm really curious as to what you were smoking while we were gone.
No, I wish I could smoke. I can't smoke. And no one should be smoking during this time of virus because it'll really mess up your lungs.
Okay.
You're not even supposed to vape during this time,
Okay.
they say.
So let's move on. Let's discuss the beer we're going to drink today.
Brewskis.
Today-
Hey, Brewski. See, we do a live beer review each show. This is our live beer review. We're going to be cracking open a beer right now.
Can I go now?
Yeah, I just kind of want to give some
Thanks.
background.
All right. So today we are drinking
Hi, everybody.
Insane.
How are you? This is Rick with This Epic Disaster. And Sherry's going to now talk to you about our beer. Go ahead. It's your turn. Talk about the beer. Talk about that.
Today we are going to be drinking Insane OG. It's a Mexican-style craft lager, and Rick's about to get punched in the nose.
Why is it Mexican style with OG? Are those, first of all, is the band, which you're going to talk about, are they Mexican, or are the people in the band Mexican?
No, the beer is.
But why would they choose those people?
I don't know.
I just want to know. Can I not ask questions?
Can I read what it says on the can?
I'm trying to find out information. That's
Why
what I
don't
do.
you look it up on Google?
I'm curious. I don't have anything to look it up on. Go ahead.
All right. We turned to a couple true OGs for this collab. It's Cypress Hill's Be Real and his Insane OG, Dr. Green Thumb himself, helped nail down the recipe for this intense Mexican-style lager. Pick it, crack it, drink it up, come along. It's got a 5.6% alcohol by volume, and they're calling it a strange new strain indeed.
Cypress Hill did Insane in the Brain, right? Insane in the Membrane. That was the Cypress Hill. I'm getting them confused. What's the band, the Boston band?
It smells like I just smoked a joint
Really?
in this room.
Can I smell it real quick?
Yes.
I just want to, I guess I'm going to smell
You're
it
going to
anyway.
smell it in a minute.
Oh, it does, isn't it? That's weird.
Smells good.
Must be why it's Mexican style. I do
What
think.
does that mean?
I don't know. Because Cypress Hill. I'm trying to remember the group because I remember the group, but I'm getting them confused with who's the Boston band that did Jump Jump. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Come on,
Jump Jump was
Yeah.
the Chris's,
Chris is
the
what?
kids.
Huh? No, the rap group. I don't have time to go in. I'm just trying to. It'll hit me in a few minutes. I'll think of who it is.
Okay.
But I can't think of it. It does smell like someone's kind of someone lit a blunt.
Okay.
Someone lit a blunt in our studio.
You're not talking about Chris Cross's Jump Jump. are you?
No.
Okay.
It's a Irish American rap group from Boston, and people out there right now are listening to it and they're shouting it really loud. They know. They know.
Okay.
Can you look? Well, you got that. If you have your laptop, I should be able to use that.
Well, go ahead and use it then.
It's too late. All right.
Speaking of songs,
Yes?
we are going to
Well, we should
provide
taste the beer
our.
first.
We're going to.
Let's taste the beer first. Smells like a.
You know, I
Smells
think
like-
I'm just going to sit here and say through
smells
this
like
whole
weed.
podcast.
Smells like weed.
We've already said that several times.
Why are you so on edge?
Because I can't get a sentence out without you interrupting
You've
me.
talked a whole lot. Oh, I don't like this.
You don't like the beer?
Not so much. Did I kind of
You just ruined it. Now people.
I don't know.
Are
I
just
think
gonna
I think
turn
I
off
like
the
it as I go
podcast.
along.
Now
It's-
people are just going to turn off the podcast because you've already said what you think of the beer. That's the only reason people listen to us.
I don't know. I think I might like it as we go along. We'll see.
Okay.
See if we like it.
Okay. Another thing we're going to do today on the podcast is that we're going to give you a playlist for quarantine because we're all still in self-quarantine. Not all of us are doing as well as others with that self-quarantine. But we want to brighten your day with some music.
So we picked out our favorite quarantine songs, and what we're going to do is we're going to give a list. And then what I'm going to try to do, remember a couple years ago when we did the summer playlist?
I do. That was a hit.
I know, and I'm going to try to see if, because I can't remember what we did. I think we did it on. Did we do it on SoundCloud? Did we do it on Spotify? I don't remember.
I don't either.
But we did our own little playlist, and then we released it. And I'm going to try to do the same thing
Cool.
if I can remember our account password and stuff.
Which you won't
It's
be
been
able
a long
to.
time since I've done it.
Yeah.
Since
Well,
I've logged onto it.
Since summer.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, summer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute.
So, what are you doing? Have you been shopping or anything? Well, you just got back from shopping.
I did.
Are you curbing your shopping at all? Are you curbing your exposure to the outside world at all? Or do you just kind of like... when you got back in, did you wash your hands?
I used hand sanitizer in the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you were with my wife.
Yes.
She kind of forces you to do that.
Yes.
But do you do that? When you go out, do you scrub up when you get back?
I do. I have only had to go to the store once this week, and it was essential. And then, so I went to the store with you last time I was here.
A week ago,
Yeah,
right? Mhm.
yeah. And then just now today
Yeah.
with Maria.
Is that all you've been?
Yeah.
I go maybe twice a week.
Other than taking the dog for a walk, I haven't left my house.
Nothing really has changed with me except when I do have to go out, I try to be more careful.
Uh-huh.
And I do when I go places, I try not to touch things, and if I have to touch things, I anti-back.
Same. I actually walked through the store just now with your wife, and I kept my hands in my pockets intentionally because I have the habit of touching things.
You never know what's been in those pockets.
I do. I actually know what's been in my own pockets.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing.
I was at Walmart this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So we got up early, and what I thought was it'll be really early, and maybe they will have the shelves stocked.
Right.
So I thought we'd go in to see what they have.
A lot of people think that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went, and I had to get a few things too. I had some things that I needed.
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to get them done, and I wanted to go early because I figured that Walmart's not doing 24 hours right now. They're opening at 7.
Yeah.
So I figured that maybe all night they've sanitized everything, so it's better to go early in the morning. So we went, and I got all the stuff I needed. No TP still.
No.
Can't get any.
No. I got some just now at the store.
Did you?
Yeah.
They had it at the Krog.
At the Krog.
So I'm checking out. I'm standing in line.
Uh-huh.
And the way it is everybody's like distance, nobody's,
Yes.
It's not like a regular line. It's still Walmart, and they have 3 lines open, which is dopey. But anyway, so someone is checking out. There's a person in front of me, and they're not all the way down the line. They're like right at the beginning of the line. And then I'm standing behind them at a distance. And so we're standing there, and the woman, the checkout woman yells over at me, and she goes, "Sir, stand back 6 feet."
Were you standing back 6 feet?
Easily 6 feet. And I said, "I don't have a tape measure," which I said that. And she seemed a little irritated. I thought, and I told my wife, I said, if they want exact measurements, they need to put something on the floor.
Yeah.
Because if you go to the Walmart website right now, which I did, I looked before I even went to Walmart. I was on their website, and they said, we're taking precautions at all of our stores. We're sanitizing, and we're marking the floors at the checkout lane so people stand 6 feet away. This didn't have a single mark. So it's my fault. I'm the asshole.
Yep.
So she yelled at me.
Again?
And told me to get back, and I was like, I'm back. I'm back far enough. And then after that person went. The other person moved. I moved up, and then like four or five people behind me lined up, and they were standing like two 2 feet away from each other.
And she didn't say
she didn't say a
anything?
word. And as soon as I got up to the line, she said, "I'm taking my break.
Wow.
Someone else is coming to check you out."
Wow. Well, I'm sorry you had to deal with some attitude today.
And I was like, I'm sorry that my finger always does this. That's what I said.
I can't help it. It's a physical
It
thing.
stays that way.
Yeah.
I have the virus. I have the coronavirus. But anyway.
Don't say that in public right now.
No, I would. I would have said it to her, and then I coughed in her face.
You can be arrested for that right now.
I will. I'll say it. I don't care.
You don't care if you go to prison?
You're not going to go to prison for saying you have the coronavirus.
If
You might go to jail, or you might get fined, and you'll probably get fined, but not.
And then if you can't pay the fine, you'll go to prison. You're going to go to prison.
What are you in for? I said I had the coronavirus.
Actually, I read an article today about a police officer who was arrested and sent to jail because he coughed. No, it wasn't a police officer. It was a medical professional who intentionally coughed on other people.
I've seen that 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
And then I don't know
Stories
if I talked
about
about this on the last podcast, but a friend of a friend got spit on at the store.
Wow.
Somebody spit on them.
What kind of store was it?
They were just at the Quick Trip after their job, picking up some stuff.
They were pissed off at him, or just like some random spitter?
So-
was it drive-by spitting?
This person was wearing their grocery store outfit, like
Okay.
their uniform
Okay.
that they have to wear to work. And the person that spit on him was pissed because the store had cut their hours back. So she spit
So
on
that
him,
person did it.
apparently.
Yeah.
That is apparently the CEO of that grocery store,
Yeah.
and decided to do that.
If that ever happened to me, I would warn people. I spit back. I can spit back. I have spit as well, and so it would get into a spit fight. I mean, seriously, we would go at it.
I think it would be better if somebody spit on you to actually urinate on them.
Okay.
But if you can't do that in public, then you have an issue.
No, I'll go for it.
Okay.
I feel like you're a little uptight, so let's play a little game.
You think I'm uptight?
I do. I feel like you started the podcast a little uptight. You need some loosening up. We'll loosen you up a little bit here. We're going to play some Would You Rather,
Okay.
and then we'll see if we can loosen you up. Do you want to toss the stones
I'm
first?
feeling judged.
Well, I'm just saying. I
You're
think
judging me.
everyone knows. Everyone listened to the opening. Do you want me to drop the stones, or do you want to?
I would like you to first.
I will drop
please.
the green stone first.
It's not going to be green.
Oh, it was, but it was actually green and blue. All right.
Try
I'm
that
not going to call
again.
this one, even though I feel it's going to be yellow.
Okay.
It's purple.
So your question
Uh-huh.
for Would You Rather is:
Yes.
Would you rather have to drink a gallon of clean water? Nope, we already
Mm.
read that one. Why am I looking at that one?
Why are you pulling it from the back?
I pulled it from the place we always pull from.
How did that happen? How did we read the exact same question when there's so many questions on the
I
same
have no idea.
clean water?
Oh, you'll like this one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Would you rather suck pea soup from a biker's beard
Oh my gosh.
or
You'll get the COVID.
eat baby drool while the little tyke is eating strained peas?
I'll go with the baby.
The baby drool?
Yeah.
All right, because you don't know what
They're
else
both
is in
pretty
that
disgusting. No, I'm not. But just the idea, like, you could kiss a baby,
beard. Yeah.
but when do I have any excuse to suck a biker's beard? I don't have any excuse. I can kiss a baby
Yeah.
and get a little pea soup in my mouth.
Sure, not the end of the world.
But I'm not. I just don't have a reason to suck a beard.
It's not
forever.
like you meet a biker and you're like, I like your beard. Can I
Yeah.
suck on it?
Can I suck your beard?
That's what
Yeah.
I would like to do.
I don't have. I never. That never happens.
I wonder how many of them would say yes.
I don't know. I would say let's try it. Let's go to a biker bar, and I'll just sit down. And the first biker comes up, I'll look at them and go, "Can I suck your beard?"
But they have to actually have a beard for you to say that.
Well, that would be kind of awkward if they didn't.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Okay, it's my turn.
You dropped the yellow one. Then I thought I
dropped
was going to
the
drop.
yellow one.
Did you put that in the back of the thing?
I put it in the back.
All right, we're going to have a yellow question. This is random. Hi, everybody. We're calming down a little bit. We're having a good time here on the show.
What? You're
Just-
random.
No, I'm letting everybody know. There's a weird thing on this question. Okay. Would you rather perform a strip tease for your... That's wrong.
What?
Who made this question?
Not me.
Some of these questions are really wrong.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to give you the option of not answering this question because
Okay.
it's wrong.
Okay.
I don't even want to read this question.
Then don't read it. Pick another card. We have several.
I'm going to read it.
Oh my God.
But I don't want to read it. And I'm not, I don't, you shouldn't answer that. I'm not going to have you to answer it. I'm just going to tell you why I don't want to read this question.
Okay.
Would you rather perform a striptease for your teenage children or watch them do it?
Oh my God.
That's, I don't even want this question to be
No.
returned to the thing.
I think we should take that out.
That's
Of
wrong.
the box.
That's crazy.
That's weird.
All right, I'm going to give you another one.
Okay.
I hope it
That's
doesn't have something to do with teenage children.
super awkward.
Yeah, and weird and abusive. All right. This is random. It is random. Would you rather live your life in a small capsule in outer space
Yes.
or in a small submarine at the bottom of the sea?
Let's take a wild guess after Sherry has told you about her phobias.
Yeah.
Which one do you think I would rather do?
I think they're both exactly the same, though.
That not to me. I mean, I understand the fact that you're in an enclosed space and that if you were to leave that space or that space were to be that vessel were to be breached, you die. I mean, I get that.
Haven't you seen the Martian, the movie The Martian,
Mm-hmm.
or Apollo? What was it? Apollo 13 or whatever. So being in that cramped little thing, you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a little capsule. Mm-hmm. That's like being in a little cave, and you just I would go crazy. I really would. I would start screaming and claw people's eyes out and
Well, if you're by yourself,
pee on them. Yeah.
then you don't have any eyes to claw out except your own.
I know, but I mean that's I guess if you're and I'm spoiler alert, if you haven't seen The Martian, I'll give you a little bit of time to turn this down. Turn it down and count to 15. If you're let's wait 15 before I start talking again. if you're stuck on a little thing and you're coming back, that you're going to be fine. That's something you want to do.
Right.
You would rather do that than the alternative.
Yes.
But still, it would be freaky. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
couldn't
mind
do it.
small spaces, and you don't either.
Then why do you? What's wrong? What's the difference of being at the bottom of the ocean in a submarine?
Because there's
a
an
small
irrational fear in my brain of dying underwater.
It's dying underwater, dying outer space, exactly the same thing.
Less anxiety in regard to the outer space.
Why?
I don't know.
Black. It's black. You don't. It's going to be the exact same thing.
I
It's the
can't
same
answer
experience,
that question.
basically.
I cannot answer that question. I
Well.
don't understand my own irrational fears. Not many people do.
I don't know if I had the opportunity to go outer space, if I would. I don't see a reason to really, and I don't
would.
know that if I had the opportunity to go all the way underwater, if I would. Both of those things I would like to see, but not enough to actually get in the capsule and go.
Okay.
So I think like being underwater and seeing all the weird, freaky creatures under there would be kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. But also being outer space and seeing what do you think? It's just like black. Don't you think it's just black? Can you see the stars and stuff up there when you're up there, or is it just like pitch black?
I mean, you
it's
could.
like somebody's put velvet over the windows.
Well, you can see the stars, and if you're close enough, you can see planets.
Yeah.
If you're close enough to them, and if you aren't, they just look like they do in our sky. But like the images that you get from the Hubble and stuff like that, where you can see the gases,
Yeah.
that's because they're using
Photoshop.
no, it's how they take the image.
I read that all of those pictures from NASA are basically photoshopped, based on like real pictures, but all the real pictures are horrible, and only scientists think they're cool.
Right.
And they go and they kind of do a very fantastical version of those.
They assign a
Photoshop.
certain color to
Yeah.
a certain gas.
Yeah.
Yes.
So do I. I don't know. I think looking back at the Earth, the big marble, that would be kind of cool.
Yes.
Going to the Dagobah system, I've always wanted to do that. I think I might want to do that.
Where?
The Dagobah system.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of like to do that.
You'd like to go there?
Yes.
Okay. I think you should go there.
Go there, I will. Okay. Is there a problem?
No problem at all.
Okay. I feel like we have a problem. So
I
just
like your shirt.
Thank you.
His shirt says coffee, beer, ATL.
I've had 2 of those today.
You've had coffee.
All three of them.
Beer.
It's a bingo.
And ATL, because you live in the ATL.
A couple of things I wanted to mention. I'm doing something. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I've made a decision. For my birthday, I'm giving myself a gift. And giving myself a gift, I'm actually taking something away.
What?
From myself.
What are you taking?
I am leaving Facebook. I'm jumping ship. I'm going to kind of back off of social media. Now, I've done this before, and it lasts a while, and then I go back.
Because that's what you do.
What I've decided is this is the move I'm making is I'm going to sign off Facebook.
Okay.
At my birthday, not coming back until 2021. I'm going to wait the entire year.
Okay.
And then at that point, I might decide never to come back. After I've been off a while, I might just decide I don't even need it anymore.
But don't you spend way more time on Instagram than you do Facebook?
My wife said that, and the answer is no.
Okay.
I don't know why people think that. I spend some time on Instagram.
I think that because oftentimes when you're showing me stuff that you think I'll think is cool, you're showing it to me on Instagram.
Well, I like Instagram. Like, I've got several accounts on Instagram. I have a photography account. I have my personal account. I have my studio account. This Epic Disaster has an account. Life in a Kill, I think, still has an account. So I have a few accounts, and so to go to each one of them, and which I sometimes do.
Yeah.
That takes a little bit of time.
Sure.
But I spend most of the time on either my personal account or my studio account. In my studio account, there's so much cool art, and I just like scrolling like an art gallery. And so I will continue to do that. But really the object is to kind of step back from social media and I just do more things of my own, like create. I want to write more, and I want to do art. And I know it. Facebook is a time suck.
Yeah.
It's a creative suck.
Yeah.
And, but I just keep going back there because everybody does. It's just, you're bored.
Yeah.
And it becomes something I've just noticed. Sometimes just do it with not even thinking. It's just like, okay, I'm sitting here. I have nothing to do. Let me go to Facebook. And it's like, why not just do nothing?
So I have 2 games on my phone that I play incessantly.
Okay.
Like all day long. One is, and they're both Harry Potter games. One is Harry Potter Wizards Unite. So if anybody has a friend code they want to send me, please send it to thisepicdisaster@gmail.com, and I will add you. And the other one is a Harry Potter game called Hogwarts Mystery, which takes a lot of time, and it's a completely different game. But from the moment I wake up until the moment I go to bed, that's what I'm doing on my phone. Like, if I have my phone in my hand, I'm playing a game.
Even while you're at work?
Well, I mean, I'll take a minute to look at my phone. Yeah, sure.
Okay. You're so much more of a gamer than I am.
Well, I enjoy it. I get joy out of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I am rarely on Facebook. And honestly, here lately, I'm rarely on Instagram.
Okay.
So those things have become less of a problem for me because I used to be on them all the time. But now that I found these games that I'm into and playing,
but you're just going from one to the other. I mean, it's still you've got your face on the screen.
No, you're
the
right.
Screen,
you're right. You're absolutely right. But I don't have to look at all the vitriol on Facebook.
I mean, Facebook has become that. And, my excuse for so many years was, how else am I going to keep up with my friends? And it's true. I have a handful of friends that's the only way I contact them or get in touch with them.
Same.
But I've just, kind of told them this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be spending more time on my personal website. I'm going to spend more time on This Epic Disasters website. So right now we just basically post episodes, but I'm going to post more fun things. Nice. And then I'm going to set it to where it will automatically post to Facebook. So if people are on Facebook, they'll still get to see it. But I will probably, I need to update our beer stuff. I'm going to have to get in touch with Aaron.
Jax, can you help us with that, please?
I need to update all of that. And just get everything, our playlist that we're going to be doing today. I need to get that up, all that kind of stuff.
So, you know how this affects me, you getting off of Facebook.
Well, you just got finished saying that you don't do Facebook that much, so it shouldn't affect you much at all.
It won't affect me much, but there is a way that it will affect me. And that is because when I have a pun that I think that you will really, really enjoy,
which is never,
or a meme that you'll really enjoy, which or some kind of a dad joke
that's never,
that I know that you will love, I like to post it to Facebook and call you out so that you know it's there and you can look at it.
Well, and that just means you don't have to ever do it again.
Why can't your nose be 12 inches long?
This is like a first grade joke. Don't even finish that joke because it's so dumb. It's like a first grade joke. Every person out there knows the answer to this joke.
Okay, what about this one? Why did the pig get hired by the restaurant?
Why did the pig get hired by the restaurant?
Yes.
I don't know.
Because he was really good at bacon. Bacon. Bake. The process of bake.
Speaking of pigs, speaking of animals.
Don't talk about me like that.
I started watching The Tiger King this weekend. Have you seen it?
No.
Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's obsessed about it. Are you acting like you don't know anything about it? You don't know anything about it?
I don't know anything about it.
Really? That's the big Netflix documentary that everyone is talking about, and it's about the guy who owns the tiger zoo, kingdom, whatever it is. It's a 7-part series. It's all everyone on Facebook is talking about.
This is how much I'm on Facebook.
Okay, well, I mean, I started watching it. I wanted to watch it anyway, but it really caught on, and everybody started posting all these memes about it before I had a chance to watch it. So now I started watching it. I don't remember if I got 2. I'm 3 episodes in. 2 or 3 episodes in. I can't remember.
Okay. And what are your thoughts thus far?
It's interesting. I don't think I like it as much as other people do.
Okay.
And there's a reason why, but
does he still have that mullet?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and it's not a spoiler alert because right from the very beginning, it's the first scene that it's about this guy who hired someone to kill his competition.
Oh my gosh.
So he's in prison. At the very, very beginning, he's in prison. This is not a spoiler alert.
This is where it starts. This is where the show starts.
And then it goes back and you find out how he got in prison.
Okay.
And the crazy characters and all of the shit and all of the stuff. Well,
now I have to watch this.
It's worth watching. But okay, so if you are an animal lover.
Yeah.
If you're an animal, I don't want to say
Don't tell me I can't
activist,
watch it. But
if you're an animal lover, you do feel sorry for some of the captive animals. Now, I'm not saying they abuse them.
Okay.
Now, this last episode, they hinted that one of the people might shoot the animals when he's done with them.
Okay.
So that's abuse.
Yeah.
And my wife said that someone told her that, like, one of the episodes in it, I think it's the episode we watch next, that they discuss some things that are kind of dark and kind of sound a little animal abusive.
Then I'm going to wait until you're done watching it.
Yeah.
If you can get through it.
I don't like any of it, but I would much rather hear about it than actually see it. I don't want to see.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to talk about. I was looking because I love watching documentaries on Netflix. I started watching this documentary called Animal People.
Animal People.
It's produced by Joaquin Phoenix.
Didn't you tell me not to watch that?
Yes. If you are an animal lover, do not watch it. Now, the documentary itself has a great message, and it basically what it's about people who rescue animals, people who care enough about animals that they go into situations where the animals are being abused. Specifically, or at least what I watched, was companies who do animal testing.
Right.
And this is not like, a sausage factory or egg farm or something. This is like where animals are being forced to encounter things that are horrible.
Right.
And so this was probably the first 10 to 15 minutes of the documentary. And I saw some stuff I still can't get out of my head.
Yeah,
and
I
wished I hadn't have seen it.
I'm not watching it.
And it's, I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. So I had to hurry up and turn it off because it was, and I know that stuff goes on. And and I've said this so many times, it's like, I know that child pornography is horrible and I know it goes on. And I've seen a few documentaries about it, but I don't need to actually see the child porn to know that it's bad.
Right.
So I don't need to see the animals actually being abused to know that it's bad. I don't understand why they need to show those things. I don't know. Maybe some people get off on it. Maybe some people are okay with it. I think their idea is if people see this, it's going to change them. And it's like, well, first of all, you don't want people to make an emotional change. People need to make a rational change. But No one needs to see that.
No one
I'm
needs to see
sorry.
it.
No one needs to see it. And if someone wants to see it, there's something wrong with them. That's
Yeah.
the way I look at it. It's the same thing about child abuse. If you want to see a child being abused, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
It just doesn't need to be seen. So there's also a movie called, and I think you told me about this, Don't F with Cats.
Yeah. Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Have you seen it?
I haven't, but I've read about what happens.
Yeah, I just found out that it's the same thing. So it centers around a character who abused cats and went to prison, I think. And they say that they show some of the videos that he used to post.
They do.
That's crazy.
They do.
Why do we need to see that?
We don't. No one ever needs to see that.
So the Tiger King, at least so far, is not that. It's the Tiger King, and this is what bothers me about the Tiger King. And I'll be honest about it. Is I grew up with people like this. So it takes place in Oklahoma. And when I was telling my wife, it's like Southern characters with giant egos, they just rub me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with so many people like that, and you see them, and if you're from the South, you know what I'm talking about. And a lot of times, this is I don't know if I make somebody mad by saying this, but I work with a lot of church people, and a lot of times they're pastors of churches. And these are people that they're not used to answering to anybody except themselves. And their egos are gigantic. And they're just used to telling people, go jump off a cliff and they'll do it.
Right.
Not everybody's like that in churches that I've worked with, but there are a lot like that. And that's what a lot of these kind of people, and they sometimes they sort of refer to them almost like a cult. And it does have that kind of cultish thing about it.
Okay.
But they're very extravagant. It's kind of like Southern Liberace. I don't know.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it. At least not until you finish it, if you do, and then tell me your overall.
There are people running a wildlife preserve that just shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
I mean, one person's arm gets. I don't think that it's a spoiler, but one person's arm gets bitten off by a tiger.
I wonder why.
And the person continues working, and it's almost like there's. I guess there's some protection set up, but none of them went to school for this. It's
right.
just
they just chose
the
to
way
do
they
this.
started is someone gave him a tiger, and then from there he got another one, and then he got a monkey, and then this, and then his next thing he's like, I want more and more, and then they start building cages, and the next thing you know, they start charging admission, and it grows. Now there's something to be said about experience.
Yeah.
They have experience working, but it's just one of those things where you're just like, this shouldn't be happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I think the focus, even though they do focus on that, the focus is just on the weird, crazy characters. And the storyline of, so they're setting up this one camp against the other camp. And so basically the story is this guy who's just basically started his own wildlife preserve. And then a woman who rescues abused big cats.
Uh-huh.
And she thinks that he should be shut down. So they're at each other all the time.
Right.
And then the storyline kind of develops from there.
Okay.
It's interesting to watch, but I've seen a lot of people just he started like turning into this folk hero, and I have a problem with that.
Okay.
But there you go.
There you go.
If you do like weird documentaries, and I like weird documentaries. I probably will finish it unless there's some scenes that are uncomfortable. But and he's not the only. That's the thing. It's every character is weirder than the other, and they focus on like 3 or 4 of these wildlife, kind of like private wildlife preserves or whatever.
Okay.
And every person in it is just. They're all crazy.
They're all crazy.
Just weird, strange, crazy people.
Okay.
So, give it a watch. See what you think.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It should be
After you're
fun.
finished. After you're finished.
I'm gonna finish it up. We're trying to watch an episode a day.
Okay. So I haven't been watching anything new. I've been looking for something new to watch though, because I have exhausted my old stuff.
Yeah.
My go-to stuff. It's all been exhausted. So I'm looking for something new to watch. And
I got nothing.
if anybody
other than that.
has any suggestions, email me at thisepicdisaster@gmail.com and send me some good movies or shows to watch. Please.
Not the Tiger King.
Not
or
the Tiger
don't
King.
F with cats.
Or don't F with cats.
Or the animal people. In
Nope.
other words, don't send them anything. Anything with animals, you probably don't want to
I
watch.
just don't. No. I'm okay. Not unless they're being, cuddled and loved and
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Speaking of cuddled and loved, I think we should talk about our playlist. Now, what we did was we decided to put together songs of the quarantine. And these are songs you can listen to maybe brighten your day. And we're going to tell you what our favorites are. And then we're going to try to put this together in a playlist that we can put out for people to listen to.
Yes, we are. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to do one and then I do one, or what?
Yeah, I think that's what we did last time when we did the summer thing, although we did take contributions from other people. And I would suggest, if you want to contribute, you're welcome to. We're not going to, the other one we stretched out over several weeks.
Yeah.
This one we're just doing this now, but everybody's allowed. Listeners are allowed to give their submissions on Facebook or wherever you want to.
Certainly.
Just post them, and I don't know. We'll try to get those into the overall playlist, won't we?
Sure.
Yeah.
Be happy to.
So what we'll do is you give yours and I'll give mine, and we can talk about them if we want, can't we?
I
think we
guess
can.
so. I think we have time.
There are no rules.
There are no rules. The first one that I have is a song by a band called Alter Bridge, and the song's called Isolation.
Isolation. I wish we could play these, but we can't.
We
That
can't.
would be
we
way
don't
too
have,
expensive.
Yeah, we don't have the rights to them. But please, by all means, grab your pen and paper or notepad on your computer or whatever, and write these down, jot these down.
Alter Bridge, I'm going to say 2001? No, before that? Let's go 98. 1998 or 99.
I don't think it was that long ago.
Yeah. I might go 2000. I feel like it's in the 2000s. I really want to go I'm going to go right at 2000 or 2001. That's what I'm saying.
All right, let's see.
Look them up. Tell me what you think.
I'm looking it up.
Check out my music knowledge.
Released 2010.
Wow, even later.
This song specifically.
But what about the band? When did the band form? That's kind of what I'm getting at, because I don't know
I see.
I don't know that song specifically.
Okay, so you're trying to figure out when the
Yeah,
band.
when's their formation day? It should be on Wikipedia.
I'm gonna
somewhere.
look.
And then it should say in parentheses that I was right.
Oh, is that what you think?
I
it's
think
gonna-
it will.
Oh,
Yeah,
it'll
I think
just say Rick was correct.
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
That's what it should say.
Let's
Alter
see.
Bridge.
2004. So no,
Very close.
You
I
were
said
not correct.
I said 2003. Around that time, 4 is close to it. So I'm going to say I was right. Good group though.
Yeah. I like them. I
And
mean,
it was called,
I
what's
like
the
that.
song?
Isolation.
Isolation, which we've all been isolated. My first song is by Nora Jones. It's called Sinking Soon. We're going to be sinking soon. I think we're all going to be sinking soon.
You think so?
That's a great song. I love it. Very jazzy.
Okay.
I like it. It's just it's about tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's about inevitable. Well, it's all about a ship that's sinking.
Yeah.
It's inevitable tragedy, but it's done in such a fun, jolly, happy way.
Okay.
So give it a listen on that.
I will. My next song is along the same kind of music. It's a song by Three Doors Down. It's called Here Without You.
90s, I remember that.
Yeah.
Are they the band that did Superman?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you mean Kryptonite?
Kryptonite. Will you still call me Superman?
It's called Kryptonite.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Spin Doctors did a Kryptonite song too. But that was called Jimmy Olsen Blues. My second one is By Heart.
Oh.
It's something that I always wanted Ann Wilson to say to me.
It's something you wanted Ann Wilson to say to you?
Yes.
What is it?
Alone. How do I get you alone?
Oh, okay.
Alone.
Does Ann Wilson know who you are?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, we all kind of feel alone, I think, right now. We're all kind of being alone. And we should be alone.
I mean, it's good,
I'd be alone with Ann Wilson. There was a time I wanted to be. Not now. I can't because I'm married and she's married, so we can't.
Yeah, you can't be alone
It
together.
can't happen. It's a love that never could be.
It's unrequited as well.
I know.
Yeah, she doesn't even know who you are. So, I'm going to go with the same, once again, type of music. Queensryche. The song is Another Rainy Night.
I don't know a whole lot about Queensryche. I know a lot of people like them though.
So Another Rainy Night is about a guy who is spending nights alone
Are
because...
you sure that wasn't Eddie Rabbit?
Yes. That was a different song.
Oh.
But yeah, this is...
I always get Eddie Rabbit and Queensryche confused.
Oh, I could see how. No, I can't, actually. It's not raining per se,
Right.
but it's about him being alone.
Okay.
And I'm very much alone right now.
Lead singer of Queensryche is.
I don't have that.
I was throwing you some trivia.
I'm horrible with names.
I can't think of his name. I knew it at one point, but I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan of Queensryche?
He's just all I know is he's like cut. He's like big dude.
He's
big muscle guy.
I mean, he was pretty attractive. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know about attractive. He's muscular.
Okay.
I don't have anything against that. I didn't really look at it or anything, but my speaking of muscles and attractive guys, Sting, Fragile, might be one of my top 5 songs ever written.
I don't know, because we've done top 5 songs and you didn't put Fragile in
I
there.
love that song. I just think it's an awesome, fantastic song.
And how does it fit with quarantine?
We're fragile. It's talking about how fragile we are. We're as people, as human beings, we're fragile, and it just brought that to my mind, just how this thing can bring down humanity. Whatever it is, it's just a little thing. We're all just barely teetering on the edge of life. We're all fragile.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
And it's a great video too, Sting. If you want to watch, I don't know the word for it. Sting be really full of himself. Yeah, watch that video.
Okay.
It's an awesome song, and it's a great performance, a great video. But just watch Sting be full of himself too.
Be full of himself. Okay.
He doesn't think he's fragile.
Speaking of Sting, my next song is by The Police.
Oh.
And it is Don't Stand So Close to Me.
So close to me.
Now we gotta pay.
No, I think I could sing. I can sing the actual lyric.
Okay.
I mean the title.
Okay.
But that's about it.
All right. Well, that's what you just did.
Yeah.
It's Don't Stand So Close to Me. And you just told a story about quarantine in Walmart. And they don't want you standing so close to them.
Do you know what that song is really about?
What is it about?
Sting used to be a school teacher, and it was about that.
Yep.
Just telling the couple of the girls in the class not to stand so close to him.
Please don't.
And some people I'd like to stand close to, the Corrs. Big fan of the Corrs.
Yeah.
I love the Corrs, and their song "Breathless"
is an amazing song.
And I like that song. And from what I understand, if you get this virus, you might be breathless.
You become very short of breath.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. So
that's a valid song.
That's how that ties in.
My next song is by, I think I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. I don't think I've ever actually heard his name said, but it's Warren Zevon.
Zevon, yeah.
Okay. And it's Splendid Isolation. And it's about a song. It's about a guy who wants to be alone.
Now, I'm wondering why you wouldn't choose Werewolves of London. Oh.
I don't know. I prefer Splendid Isolation.
Werewolves of London doesn't have anything to do with the virus.
Well, unless
That's
it came
the
from a
answer.
werewolf.
It could. Well, we should have done Ozzy because it came from a bat. Now, you had a problem with my choice here. Cake, The Distance.
Yeah,
because we're all at a distance. We're standing at a distance. And that's a song that I feel like has to do with the quarantine, the distance, stay the distance.
But it's not, because he's going the distance. So he's in his car. It's about a race car driver,
Yes,
the song is.
yes.
And he's going the distance.
He's built for speed.
He's going for speed.
But still, I feel like the title is kind of... I mean, not all the songs... Like, sometimes it says something... It seems like it's about something, but it's about love.
Right.
So the song itself may not be about a virus.
Okay.
But we're talking about the title. So
At least
I'm
he's-
still standing by my choice.
At least he's in the car by himself.
It's true. We think he is. We don't know how many people are in there, but he's going the distance.
He's
and
going the
we need to all
Keep
a distance. Yes.
You could even use Bette Midler's At a Distance. From a Distance.
Prefer not to.
From
I
a
know how much you
distance.
like her. All right, your turn.
Okay. My next song is an oldie but a goodie. It's by Eric Carmen, and it's called All By Myself.
Yeah, I remember that
Sing
song.
that one for me.
No, it's too high. I don't have that range.
Okay.
I have to tighten up my underwear. Get up way up there. He has a
Here,
great voice.
I'll give you a wedgie, and
No,
you can
ow! I don't need that.
I guess you still don't get that high.
No.
note.
No.
Let's test that later.
No. Okay, now this is a song I don't like.
Okay.
I'll just say it's not one of my favorite songs.
Okay.
Don't Come Around Here No More by Tom Petty. And I like Tom Petty, but that just never was one of my favorite songs.
Now it's going to be stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't come around here no more. Had that little echo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I think that was the one where he was like, it was like Alice in Wonderland theme on the video.
I don't
Wasn't that
recall
right?
the video at all.
No, that was one with Kim Basinger was in that one.
How do you remember music videos
I don't
from
know.
that long ago? I don't
I
get
can't
it.
even remember half the things in my life.
So my next song
I'm not saying that that's true either, but
my next song is an old one, and not everybody will be a fan. It's Carole King, So Far Away.
so far away from you.
It's about her wanting to hold somebody, but he's too far away
Okay.
because she's in quarantine.
Oh, she had the virus. She
Yeah.
had the COVID.
Yep. She got COVID.
Wow. Interesting.
It was prophetic song.
I just want to say Kim Basinger was in the Last Dance for Mary Jane video of Tom Petty's.
Okay.
But I still think that the Alice in Wonderland theme was for Don't Come Around Here No More. But I can't remember. My other song is If I Ever Leave This World Alive by Flogging Molly.
If I ever leave this world alive,
Mhm.
that's a great song.
I know.
And I mean, we don't know right now.
Well, none of us are going to. Well, we might. We might leave alive.
I could leave this world in a spaceship.
Yeah,
alive.
alive. Yeah,
Yep.
could.
My next song is Simon and Garfunkel, I Am a Rock.
I am a rock. I feel like that song Garfunkel sings a little more than he normally does, doesn't he?
I think so.
For some reason, I think that. I haven't heard that song in a while.
I didn't actually listen to it this morning. It was just stuck in my head.
Okay. And why is that a song about?
Because he's an island.
No man is an island, but he is.
He's an island.
Okay. It's Garfunkel Island.
Yep. I want to visit.
Okay. My next song is a weird song in that the song title is also the band name.
Okay.
How many other bands can you think of that have a song with their name? Like there's no song called Flogging Molly that I know of.
Right.
Maybe
I
there
can't-
is.
You know how horrible I am with
Yeah.
names. I'd never be able to think of one.
This song is Living in a Box.
Bye.
Living in a box.
Wow.
Living in a cardboard box.
Are you
I'm
living in a
living in a box? That's an awesome song.
Are you living in a cardboard box?
Some people are, and during this time of
Don't have
quarantine.
anybody over to your box.
no, but man, that's a great song too. I started playing it and then I couldn't stop. It's just so good. Anyway,
Okay, so I'm going a little Hank Williams on you.
Hanky,
Gonna get you some
doing
Hanky.
some Mr. Hanky.
I'm so lonesome, I
I
could
could
cry.
weep. That's what happens when you quarantine.
Yes.
All right, I
Because
will.
it's just me and the girls at the house.
I'm gonna go back and meet your Hank
Meet my Hank. What do you got?
with an Elvis fever.
Oh.
Elvis Presley's fever. You give
Okay.
me fever.
Yeah.
Fever in
Now
the morning.
he did a version of that, but it wasn't his song.
No, I mean,
But you
how many
prefer
of these
his
do we?
version?
How many of these do we know are that belong to these people?
I don't. We don't.
We don't.
So here's one. Do you remember Gilbert O'Sullivan?
Yes.
Okay, he did a song called "Alone Again Naturally."
Man, I hated that song when I was growing up. Now I can't remember it. Sort of do.
I mean, he sings about his parents dying at the
Yeah.
end, and it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I get it.
that was creepy.
I feel it.
They sang some weird stuff in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this is going to be an interesting choice. Home by Cowboy Mouth.
Home.
Now, it's a great song,
Yes.
but it's kind of the opposite. Because, first of all, I just want to say I chose this because we're all staying at home.
Yeah.
But this particular song is about Hurricane Katrina.
Okay.
And Cowboy Mouth is a Louisiana, New Orleans band.
Right.
And it's about them wanting to go home because they couldn't.
Yeah.
Because the levees and broke and things were flooded, and they wanted to go home and they were being kept out. So it's kind of, when you get into the song, it's a little bit opposite, but it's still about home.
still about home.
It is a good song.
It is a really good
Really
song.
good song.
Okay, my next one, we're going to come back a little closer to today, although not much with this song. Remember the Motels?
Yeah.
Do you remember the lead singer's name?
Martha.
Martha
Don't know the
something?
Martha. I might think of it at some point.
Only the Lonely.
Only the lonely.
Ken
I always
Peele.
thought they kind of a little bit sounded like the Pretenders. And during the time, I used to get them confused a little bit.
Okay.
But I always thought Martha, who I can't think of last name, was such a cutie.
She was a cutie, and that's a good song.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Most of mine are sad because I'll tell you,
Any song about being lonely is sad.
this
really.
quarantine has got me a little bit depressed.
I'm so lonesome I can cry.
I did cry this morning. I had a good cry this morning
Not cool.
while I was listening to these songs. Made me cry. Anyways,
All right, my next one, because you're supposed to be washing your hands. This song is called "Soap on a Rope"
Soap on a Rope.
by Chicken Foot.
Chicken Foot.
Chicken
Sammy
Foot.
Hagar.
Sammy Hagar's first band when he left Van Halen, Chicken Foot, he put together. I believe Michael Anthony was in it, and Joe Satriani, I want to say.
Really?
Maybe.
I don't remember.
That's been a while. It was some big superstar guitar player, and I can't remember the drummer.
Was it Joe Satriani or was it Stevie Vai?
It could have been him. One of the two. It was that kind of,
Yeah.
big time guy. Because he's trying to match, Eddie Van Halen kind of stuff. And I can't remember his band now. He's got Jason Bonham on the drums, still Michael Anthony on the bass, and I can't remember what their band is called. But,
Oh, well.
yeah. But "Soap on a Rope," and it's great.
Soap on a Rope.
It sounds so much like Sammy Hagar, Van Halen.
And that's because we're supposed to be using soap.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to be soap on a rope.
No, you could use soap on a rope or soap off a rope. Just use the soap.
Just the soap.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need the rope.
No, but it's
Okay.
fun if you have it.
Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna go a little more recent with I just don't know what to do with myself.
Oh yeah, I guess everybody has that feeling.
White Stripes.
Okay.
And I love that song. Like
Okay.
I think that epitomizes White Stripes. That song.
Really?
Yes. For me,
Okay.
anyways.
I'm not that familiar with them. I mean, I know a little bit about them. Mm-hmm. But okay.
Early 2000s.
Well, speaking of early 2000s, I'll go with Fountains of Wayne. Sick Day. Taking a sick day.
yeah.
We're all taking a sick day.
Well, if you're sick, you should take a sick day.
Mm-hmm.
If you're sick, you should stay home and take a sick day.
Yeah.
I would say if you may be stuck at home already because of the quarantine, and therefore you should stay home
That's
if
right.
you are sick.
Yeah.
All right, my next one is also a Jack White song, not
You got
necessarily
the White Blues right
a White Stripes song, but it's "Alone in My Home" by Jack White.
there. Yeah, there you go. We're all alone.
I'm alone in my. You're not alone in your home. You
Using
have
the
your
soap on the
wife.
rope.
You have your wife, but you're not alone.
Yeah, but she works during the day, so I'm alone. Except my
I'm
dogs.
totally alone in my home, except for my dog and my kitty cat. What you got?
But you won't build a profile. Dating profile.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
So you're alone on your own.
Just move on to the next song. Please.
All right, next one is "Traveling Alone" by Jason Isbell. It's Jason's my dude, so I had to put a thing by Jason in there.
But he's traveling.
Traveling alone.
But at least he's in the car by himself.
Well, the lyric is "I'm tired of traveling alone," and we all kind of are.
Yeah.
He's had enough, but basically he's kind of, it's a little bit of a metaphor in life. He's basically just what you were saying. He's like, I'm tired of being alone.
He's traveling through life alone.
And then he says, "Won't you walk with me?" So he's basically trying to get a partner to drive his big rig.
Wow.
That's kind of what it's about.
How do you know it's big?
Well, I mean, just that's what trucks are. They're big rigs.
Okay.
That's what they say.
So my next one is not a popular song as
Oh.
far as I know.
Okay.
The artist is Greg Laswell.
Don't know him.
The song is "Days Go On," and because it feels like this is just going on.
I should probably
And
listen to
on.
that because I wonder if I know the song.
I love the song.
I don't recognize it.
It's really good. "Days Go On" by Greg Laswell. It's a little bit more upbeat of a tempo?
Was this dude, was he in a band and went solo? Was he solo guy all the time? You know anything about him?
I don't know
70s,
anything
80s,
about him.
60s,
I don't know anything about
2000s,
him.
2000 nows?
I just don't.
I've never heard of the dude.
Let me look. So it's a little more recent.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm thinking 10 years ago,
Don't know.
maybe a little bit longer.
I can't
than that.
add anything to that.
Okay. Looks like the album that song is on came
Mhm.
out in 2008.
Okay.
So yeah. And the album is called 3 Flights from Alto Nido, Nido.
Wow. Okay.
Good song.
My next one is Paul Hardcastle's 19. That's for the COVID. COVID-19.
Yes.
Paul Hardcastle does 19. The average age in the Vietnam War was 19.
I like it.
And everybody in the Vietnam War had COVID.
I don't think so.
It's in the song.
Oh,
Listen to it.
okay, I will. I'm going to go a little more fun from here.
Oh, yeah?
I have 2 more songs.
It's 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
You have more?
Yeah, a few
You have a lot more.
more.
Okay, well, my next song is I Drink Alone
Oh, no, that's a country song.
by George Thorogood.
Sort of a country song.
It's fun, and
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not today. We're drinking together.
Well, yeah, but normally I drink alone.
Okay. Well, my next one is Stay Away
Yes.
by Nirvana.
Stay away.
Yeah.
Because that's the rules.
Everyone stay away. We all need to put that sign on our front door.
Stay away.
Stay away. We're drinking alone
That's right. Me and George.
in our big rig.
And then after I Drink Alone, my next song comes into play.
Uh-huh.
It's called Dancing with Myself by
Uh-oh.
Billy Idol.
I put that on my Facebook a week ago, I guess, a few days ago.
Because trust me, there have been plenty of nights where I've been drinking alone and
Mm-hmm.
dancing with myself.
Well, if you're drinking alone and you dance with yourself, my next song might be the result. Sick of Myself by Matthew Sweet. Also,
I
one of the best songs ever written.
Love that song.
That's
and
a tremendous song.
I wanted to use that song, but you like it a lot better than
I
do.
know. Well, we both picked it, but
We did. Because
Wow.
I do get a little sick of myself.
yeah, but
Trust me.
that's an awesome song.
The song itself, yes, is gorgeous. Absolutely listen to it again. That's Matthew Sweet.
I've listened to that song on a loop like 5, 6, 7 times before in a row. I just couldn't get enough of
Because
it.
you want it to keep going.
And two, it's one of those songs I just like singing.
Yeah.
Although now I can't remember the lyrics, but anyway.
If you heard it, you would.
Yeah.
You could probably pick it right back up.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of honorable mentions, so I'll just go ahead and continue.
Oh yeah, just pretend like they're not.
One of them is Rockin' Pneumonia and Boogie Woogie Flu
By
by Johnny Rivers.
very cool. Even though,
It wasn't his original.
well, you don't really have the rockin' pneumonia or boogie woogie flu if you have the COVID.
No, you have something much more serious.
Something different.
Well, I don't know
Well,
if
we
I
don't
would
know
even
how-
say it would be much more serious.
Yeah,
I
you
would
don't know
just
how
say it's
you
different.
don't know how serious
You
the
don't.
boogie woogie flu is.
I mean, it could be deadly.
A lot of times it is. I know.
Boogie
It's
Woogie
like-
Flu.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you listen to the lyrics of that song, it doesn't really count because they're out dancing. And you should not go out dancing right now
Okay.
with a bunch of people.
No.
No.
You dance at
Dance-
home.
dance at home.
Dancing with yourself.
Yeah. FaceTime dance with your buddies.
There you go. Do it like a club FaceTime.
There are clubs that are doing online raves right now.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I need to join one. I know as soon as I join one, everybody would leave.
Yeah, because they'd be like,
They'd be
who's this
"Oh,
old guy?
Old white guy trying to dance.
Whatever.
Who invited Grandpa? My next song, Meant to Be Apart by Seth Tim. Seth just did a couple of live Facebook things and
Yes.
played some great songs.
And I was super stoked.
Did a guitar night, and then the next night did a piano night, and he played. Did you hear him play My Request?
I was a little bit late getting on.
I was too. But you go back and listen to it at the very beginning.
I haven't yet.
Do that.
Okay.
That's pretty magical.
I will.
And I will say, if you want to see it, go to Seth Tim's Music on Facebook, and you can watch both of them. You can hear him playing guitar, and you can hear him playing piano.
And they're both about.
You can hear him talk. You can hear him mention Sherry's name, and you can hear him. He mentions Sherry's name on the guitar.
Yep.
And he mentions my name on piano.
Yes, he does. It's very cool.
Boom, boom, boom.
He's a neat guy. He's a an amazing artist. Please check him out. Hopefully we can convince him to do some more live shows.
I want to convince him to do a live show down here. And you remember I went to Nashville to do an interview with him, and we had some sound trouble.
Oh,
So I want to get him on the show down here.
that'd be great.
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so my other one is
This honorable mention. This is a
This-
real.
yeah. Okay, again, it's another song by the name of Isolation, because my first song was named Isolation, but this is a different band. This band is called Joy Division,
Yeah.
and the music is amazing.
Speaking of raves.
Yeah, but the lyrics on this song are excessively depressing.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, the gentleman, lead singer who wrote the song, ultimately did not survive. But he I mean, it's poetry. It's a wonderful poem sung over great music. So even though the two don't exactly mesh together because it's happy music and sad lyrics, it still has that's life.
Yeah.
You know, that's just how it goes. So I definitely wanted to include Isolation by Joy Division.
Awesome. Was that your last one?
That was my last one.
All right, so I'll do mine really quick.
Okay.
My last ones I'll do really quick. We all want to know, how's it going to end?
How is it going to end?
By Tom Waits.
I don't know
Maybe
how
Tom. You know, I think now's when we need to really put our faith in Tom Waits.
Okay.
And this one you kind of made me think of So Far Away From You by Dire Straits.
Oh, yeah.
So far away from you.
And you should stay far away.
Keep at that
Yes. Keep it up.
until Dire Straits says to stop. The old 97s, Alone So Far. Great song, great album.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite albums of all
Yep.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Play it all the time. And when I play it, I can't stop. Oh man, Huey Lewis, Stuck With You. You know when you're in your house, depending on who's in your house, you're stuck with them. Right now, you and Toffee stuck with each other
Yep.
in the house.
Yep.
Just you two.
Best thing is I can take her for walks and then we're not in the house, but we're still
I
stuck together.
take my wife for a walk every once in a while.
That's nice of you.
Yeah,
That's nice.
but we're stuck together.
You're stuck with your wife.
And finally, and I threw this in just for fun. I Like Chinese by Monty Python
Oh, dear.
Flying Circus.
Wow.
Novelty song, but I just feel like let's give a little shout out to the Chinese. They're kind of going through some, well, let's just say racism right now. People
There's
blaming them for some. I mean, it's just like being spit on because you're wearing some of the grocery store's uniform. I mean, because you're Chinese didn't mean you started this.
Well,
but they're being targeted.
there
and
is
that's wrong.
actually a great deal of racism against Asians right now. And
Yeah.
I think that shit needs to stop.
Yeah.
People are stupid, and I'd like to punch them all in the throat.
Let's do
the
it.
people doing the racism.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's punch everybody in the throat.
Okay.
Make our mission.
Let's make it happen.
Well, that's our playlist. We hope you liked it. Feel free to send us your own. You can do it on Facebook on our page. You could go to the Disaster Beta group and do it as well.
You could.
One of the two, the This Epic Disaster page or the Disaster Beta page, Disaster Beta group page, whatever it's called. You can also send it to us in email, thisepicdisaster@gmail.com, or you can go to our website and do all the stuff through there.
Absolutely.
It will be posted there, and I think from there we'll post it on Facebook too.
And we would love to hear your submissions. I mean, there are
Please.
so many good songs out there, and I know a
There are.
lot of people are trying to come up with new music to listen to, us as well. So if you have anything that you think is maybe even a little obscure that we haven't heard of, that just send it to us. We're
Yes,
interested.
please. We will try. We were talking today. I think we're going to get together and try to do a video this week. Maybe, I don't know. Let's do a live one. Live, I'm afraid of doing live ones because Sherry tends to pour beer on my head when we're live. I don't know why.
One time. One time.
We've only been live one time. So every time we're live, you pour beer on my head.
We were live for our St. Patrick's Day thing.
That wasn't live.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, that was recording.
Okay.
But I don't know. We might do live. We might not. But either way, we'll do let's try to do a video this week, I think. I don't know. We need to come up with something good. What are we going to do? We need suggestions. If you're out there, you can suggest. I feel like we need to do something really cool.
Yeah, but we don't want to spend too much time together.
We're already exposed to each other.
I agree.
Yeah.
You are the only human being. You
Well,
and
we
your
don't
wife.
touch. We're not touching, and we got I don't know, 4 to 5 feet of distance right now. But
Yeah.
we're
Just
far
don't-
enough
don't
away.
Cough on me.
No, and we got microphones that are kind of blocking, so I don't think we're going to contaminate. And when you leave, we always we always hose the whole place down.
Oh,
we've
you-
been doing
you did
that from
that
the
bef-
beginning.
yeah, you did that before.
So that's not changed. Let's talk a little bit about this beer, Sweetwater Brewing Company's. We don't know what it's called.
Oh, that's
Insane
right.
OG.
I forgot to say who the brewer was
Yeah.
earlier. It's Sweetwater Brewing.
Yeah.
And it is
In Sweetwater Brewing,
Insane
they're
OG.
always doing. It's always kind of 420. It's always sort of. I don't know. It's always sort of pot.
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm just saying. That's just what I know about Sweetwater.
Okay.
What do you think of the beer?
Well, mine is gone.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
I did too.
I
I
enjoyed it a
didn't think
lot.
I was going to.
I wish we had more than one.
Yeah.
Because it's actually quite good. Again, I'm not sure what makes it a Mexican style
Yeah. I don't either.
lager.
What is a Mexican style lager? I don't know.
We have Google.
So we both can agree that it does have a little kind of weed smell
Yep.
and taste to it.
Yep.
I don't know what weed tastes like, but I'm guessing it tastes like it smells here anyway. So it does have that, and it's got a kind of a strong flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Very, I want to say grassy,
Earthy.
and grassy.
Grassy. Yeah. Grassy.
Um,
Not earthy, because it's not like a dirt beer.
No,
It's definitely grassy. So
but I kept feeling like it was going to be really citrus, and I really felt like it was going to be bitter, and it never really crossed into either of those. It didn't really become citrus, and it didn't become bitter.
correct.
So I liked it. I
like
liked
it
the
too.
kind of unique flavor to it. So I'm cool with it. I've decided I'm going to give it a 3.
I'm going to give it a 3.5. Excuse me.
Wow.
Woo, I just yawned.
Put you to sleep.
Sorry about that.
It is.
It's just
real
it's-
stuff
it's-
there.
It's you, actually.
You're like getting high over there.
No. No.
People, thanks so much for hanging out with us while we're doing this podcast. We do this for you. We certainly don't do it for us. We would do this for us, even if we weren't doing it at a microphone. We would hang out and talk because
we
that's
would
what
just
we do.
hang out and talk.
We just decided to do it at a microphone and put it online so you guys can listen to it. We hope that we're entertaining. We hope that we can be distracting from your boring quarantine existence. I don't know, but we're also here for you. So please send us. We'd love to hear from you. I don't know if you listen. I don't know if anyone's listening. Let us know if you listen. Let us know if you want to hear something specific. I have an idea about trying to get some people on the show. What I would love to do is kind of set up a fund where people can donate $1, $2, $3 or whatever. I don't know. Some people aren't working now. Money's tight, but if you can, that you can donate. And then what we would do is we would take that money and we would get people on the show who aren't working right now, bartender or something like that, and we'll interview them and give them the money, and then that way they can afford to buy groceries.
Yeah.
Because there are people that are knocked out of work right now.
I think that's a great idea.
So I don't know how we would structure it, but I had that idea. So, but if you want to hear us talk about certain issues, topics, if you have a dream you need interpretation, if you have some relationship issues that you want talked about, we would love to do that. All you got to do is just send it to thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. We will send you disinfectant stickers. We will really, really make sure that they're not contaminated. If you want stickers, all you have to do is just say, hey, I want stickers, and send your mailing address, and we'll send them to you. We'll make sure that you don't get any kind of COVID from them.
Or you can send us an email that says, I want stickers when you can.
Yeah.
And we will wait and send them.
But we do appreciate you listening. We like you interacting. We like you hanging out with us. We like it when you come and join the Disaster Baiters group.
Yep.
And watch the St. Patrick's video that we put up a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do another. I think the next one we'll just release to everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Why not?
But anyway, that's it. We're here every Monday. Come back, listen to us on a Monday.
Please do.
And be safe.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Just wash your hands.
Take care of yourself.
Wash your hands. Be healthy. Be safe.
And watch out for those tigers.
Social distancing from tigers.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
a
put
thing.
put your arm in the cage.
Nope.
That's
don't do
wrong.
it.
Don't do it.
Don't.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.